Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 19 here in the NF Match Map. Yes, indeed. Ooh, we got crops a-growing. Lovely. Our cotton is starting to be popping. Meanwhile, back in Paris, still cutting grass. We're going to do a lot of grass cutting on this map. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, well, I need to be able to see, so I think we'll stay outside for a moment. Do hope everybody is doing well, that you've had yourselves an awesome weekend. All ready to get back to the grind, if grinding is what you do. So I got rid of the wheel loader, and took my big Dutes in and got it modified a little bit. I just put on the big twin tires. So there you go. This is our new silage stomper, this guy. And I've got that packer unit on the front. Works really well. Look at this, where I dumped that. Not bad, eh? Not bad at all. There we go. Another 50K. Let's get the beast. Nice big heavy weight on the back. Packer on the front. Works great. Just great. Let's check how we're doing here. Oh yeah, we're already at 100%. Kind of figured. Just want to level it off a little more. You see the numbers go down as we end up skishing the stuff out the edge. Alright, let's give her one more little go by here just to level things a little more. Loving it. There we go, look at that. Nice and easy to get the next load up here now. Okay. Excellent job. Much better than using the front loader. Couple of passes, you're done. That's what I like to see. Alrighty. Now you may notice there's no mower on the front of this thing. Well, I decided with all the mowing we have to do, then we're better off either go big or just stay home. So, that's what we're gonna do. And to that end, I've got a decent mower. We've got the big self-propelled guy. As we shall see when we get to our grass field. Well, one of them. There it is. The big crone. The only thing is, this does kind of add a step because we're going to windrow this. So, yeah. But we do have the kit for that, don't we? We do indeed. Alright. Because, yeah, it doesn't exactly put a pretty row down. So... Alrighty. But it does make a reasonably quick job of even these big fields, which is what we need. Because, yeah, it was probably way too long to get that first trailer full. Well, second, I guess it would be, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it takes a while with that 3-meter cutter on the front. I mean, it's great that we can pick it up right away, most of it. It does make a bit of a mess because you can't do corners, obviously, because then the trailer and the cutter no longer line up, and yeah, you end up that every corner's got a pile of grass sitting on it. So... this thing doesn't have that problem. It just leaves piles of grass everywhere. That's alright, we'll get her straightened out. So, quick reminder, closer to the beginning of the video, if you guys do enjoy these videos and you like the farm sim videos that I put up, please remember to hit that like button, guys. It's, the farther I fall down Google's search scale, the more obscure my channel becomes. And, well, that kind of sucks. But yeah, if you do like the videos, please remember to hit that like button. It really, really helps out. And comments, of course, are always welcome. As those of you that have followed me for a while know, I do my level best to answer all your comments. As I do like to engage with my viewers. I think I'm going to a bit of a special plan for this field. I'm going to keep the bulk of it as a grass field, but that sort of odd bit on the corner there, I think we might try some of this bio baling, throw some poplars down. Well, we'll see how pricey it is. I know you got to have a planter and you got to have a special harvester. But we'll see. Apparently it's really good money, at least on the levels of what I'm doing with silage. So that's one thing I do miss with this map. You're sort of, as far as selling crops go, you're only competing with yourself. You know, we're not all using a common place to sell our silage. You know, so Delirious sold 500,000 liters of silage yesterday. It makes no difference to me, as far as I know. Right? Like, his BGA isn't going to influence the prices at my BGA. That's basically what I'm saying. So, you know, and that's, oh, I think that takes a little bit of the immersive fun out of it. You know, you can pretty much count on you're controlling your own market, which is something we didn't get with the other multiplayer setup. But hey, I'm sure it's still, it must be getting closer now as summer draws on. I know that we were expecting very, very soon sort of thing to this period of time anyway, to start getting a little bit of the production going. In fact, it was rumored for a while we might even be getting seasons fairly soon, but I have my doubts. Every once in a while I watch that one YouTuber that does quote-unquote the farm sim news. I don't know, Silver or something like that. But I don't know. I've found that he's basically just taking comments from various places and making suppositions. You know, it's not like he's got an exclusive in with Giants and they're saying, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this, or even an exclusive in with the modders that are doing the stuff we're waiting for. So, I really don't know. I mean, I keep up with it, I think, as much as anyone as far as that end goes, and yeah. Doesn't look like it's going to be real soon, but I know Driz was playing on a map that's basically just holding its breath for some production stuff. I guess it's the New Paradise Valley or whichever one it was. But yeah, a well-known huge production map that has been released but is just waiting for the production. Now, I haven't heard anything about it for a bit, but I say hopefully they do get some sort of production up soon. I'm enjoying this map. It works well enough, but yeah, I say there's some little things in it that kind of aren't quite as cool as what we've done before. Seems to run well. I've noticed it takes quite a while to actually cache the map in when you start. You know, for the first good couple of minutes that I play, I'm getting like half the frames that I'm getting now. Literally half, about 28, 29. And then once you're on for a few minutes, boom, it jumps up. Must just need to count all the bales in everybody's yards and add up the sheep and subtract it from the pigs, divide it by the cows. You know how it goes. It's that farm math stuff. So, day before yesterday, my new camera arrived. I gave it a little bit of a trial yesterday. Just took it with me when I did my morning walk, which is all of 6 minutes or something in total time. But it managed to record all the way through that without too many issues. I'm not sure the mic is quite as loud as I might like it to be, but that at least is one thing I can change in post. So, I am still determined to make this thing happen. I know by now a lot of you must think, oh yeah, it's just another yak from Species. He's not actually going to do it. Well, in all honesty, you guys have no idea how much time, resource, and effort I've actually put into trying to get this happening. I'm talking about the whole outdoor videos for fishing and such things, you know. So, that's hopefully something I can get back into. One of the things that's really got me off at this point, like I say, is the fact that I have a totally unsuitable vehicle for the job. Traveling up and down logging roads will kill that little car way before its time. And that worries me, because at the price of gas in this little town that I live in currently, I think it's $1.78 a liter right now. So yeah, not easy to live with. You know, having a car that's as good on gas as that one is almost a must in my position. But like I say, as far as going off-road with it, eek. If any of you know what a Toyota Paseo is, it's a small Toyota. Yes, even for a Toyota, it's a small Toyota. There's a guy came and parked a Toyota Corolla up in the lot, a rather newer one, 2000 something model up in the lot, just basically opposite of where I had my little Paseo parked, and man, what a difference in size. It makes the Corolla look like a sedan. Man, this is a fairly chunky little bit of grass, isn't it? It is taking us a while. So what do you guys think of the Farm Expert series? Certainly, you know, that could have been a really, really well-received game. Except, well, in typical fashion, it was released before the bugs were worked on at all, basically. Now, it was, I believe, Sylvan and Playway that released that, wasn't it? So, yeah. I don't know, there's something about Playway, man. They're so hit and miss. You know, on the one hand, they can put out things like, whoops, a bit of a spike there. Things like the Car Mechanic Simulator series, which, I mean, they're not exactly the, you know, most intensive games on the market, but they work well and they're not terribly buggy. Well, as far as I know, I don't think I ever got past 15 maybe, Car Mechanic, whichever one it was. But, yeah, I'm not going to get this whole row, so I'm not even going to try. You know, to things like Real Farm, which I believe was Sedesco and Playway. But, yeah, so I don't know. As a publisher, it's almost like they'll just grab whatever they can get, and, you know, if there's a chance they'll make money off it, they'll sell it. But, yeah, I don't know. Expert Farmer really had the potential to be, you know, a decent enough thing if they'd carried on, because they did do it, an original and then a sequel, you know, and there were certainly improvements in the sequel. All it really needed was some decent polishing and some final bug fixes, and it could have been a very viable game. And then if they'd continued the series, you know, put out a 19 or an 18 or whatever the heck they were running, I think by now it probably could have been a very, very popular farming sim. But unfortunately, not what they had in mind, apparently. So, yeah. It is what it is, and that's what we're going to be playing through. I suppose I could have just left this. It's not a lot, but, you know, heaven forbid. Alright. This I'd already cut. And then we had to advance a day, so it's kind of a little bit grown back. It's a good thing that these mowers don't actually take as long to start working as the sound would have you believe, because you can really hear it spin up on this thing, either, but of course it starts mowing as soon as you click the button. The rest of it is just smoke and mirrors. Alright, we are almost done. And I guess, I don't know why I'm sitting there with the forage wagon, because I need to windrow this before I can even think of picking it up. So, that will be the next step. And those of you that have followed this far, hey, big shout out to my Patreon supporters. Believe me, it's an incredible help what you guys do for me every month. You know, an incredible help. It may not come up to much, but it allows me to keep going with this stuff. It truly does. Here we go. The last of the last. Alright. Very nice. There we go. Shut her down, fold her up. Alrighty. Hello, Dexter. So we'll get... I get like a cat that always answers. We'll get this guy tucked out of the way. Oh, where are you, dummy? Whoa. I learned how to drive. We'll get it tucked out of the way. Maybe out at our farm. What do you think? Actually, I suppose I could park it next to the next field we need to do. That'll do. This thing's fine for yanking the windrower around. Doesn't seem to take a whole lot of nothing. Where have I left it? Uh-oh. There we go. Do-do-do-do. Oops, got a bit tight there. Killed everybody at the bus stop. Oh well. Alright, let's get you unfettered. Whee! Not too much down on this end one. That's alright. Hello, Nixie. Of course, she says nothing. Alright. At least this one we can see out the window. Lovely. Lovely. She's being a little bit cuckoo. What are you doing, crazy kitty? Well, this is going to take us a bit. Although, I mean, to be fair, we're doing 18K. So, that could be worse. We've had a lot slower processes. We'll do one lap around the outside. That should be enough to get us started on uppy down rows. In fact, the one lap around the outside, and then we got a nice big gap anyways, so yeah, that should be more than enough. And it'll clean up some of these corners where the other mower doesn't do a very particularly good job. Okay, we've got nothing going on here. So, now we're collecting some grass by guppies. I think I'm just going to follow straight down, then I'll clean up that little side piece as kind of an extra. I'll be a little quicker than mucking about with it. So I'll just head for that next row. Ignore the turn. Ignore the turn. There you go. Beautiful. A little bit of a fog hanging here this morning that looks nice. This will make for a nice cleanup. Run the forage wagon down here. It'll take no time to fill it up. I was going to get an actual forage harvester. The problem is, none of them accept a trailer. Because if you could do that in one step, I'd much prefer to just simply use the forage harvester. You know. But, no. You've got to either follow it around or get a hired worker. Well, one way or the other, you got to get a hired worker because they're either going to run one end of the operation or the other. So, yeah. And the odd thing is, at least two of them, you can distinctly see the trailer hitch is built onto the back. Yeah, but they won't accept the trailer. Or if they do, they only take the little tiny ones with the other type of hitch. None of the bigger trailers have that hitch. So yeah, I'm not sure why that decision was made, but it's kind of a drag. And I assume it was an actual decision that was made because, as I said, they do have trailer hitches, they just don't work. So, yeah, I can't see that as being a creature of accident, as it were. See, I'm thinking this section here that I'm doing now wouldn't be bad to run a small stand of poplar and just give that whole thing a try. There's actually currently a great demand on it, the bioheating plant. So those of you doing poplars, quick, get on here. But as far as this goes, I think we're actually reaching the end of the episode here, guys. So I'm going to continue to get this done. It's not actually going to take that long from this point. And we'll carry on from there. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.